Welcome back, everyone. Drake Hawkins with you again, and we are back in Egypt Pre-Dynastic. This is a mini-series we're doing here. So let's go right back into it. Last time we started the settlement, we're working right now on getting our first primitive dwelling. So let's roll the dice here. Exploring a decent food tile. There we go. This one is up to 2 population, and you can see the little huts. It's like a little campsite. Primitive dwellings. Builders have successfully finished the improvement in the area. Limited population is now +3, so we can have 8 total population. Give me a second here. I'm going to turn the volume down just a little bit. Sound effects down maybe some. That would be lovely. Nope, did that not affect it? It seems to have not affected it at all. Oh, it did. Okay. Let's turn it down there. There we go. It's getting pretty crazy in my ears. Okay, so we have lots of surplus population now. We can think about what we're going to do with that. Let's do a bit of exploring here. Bring in the new population and get them working down here on some bit of food and some... you know what? Actually, I think we're going to go over here and we're going to improve relations with these guys. We're going to gift them a little bit. Relations with the tribes. We could just stomp them. That might be a thing later, but we'll see. Tutorial relations with tribes. Managing relations with neighboring tribes wisely, and one day you could find yourself surrounded by unwisely. Manage relations with neighboring tribes wisely, or one day you could find yourself surrounded by enemies. Remember, enemies will try to attack and find and they can conquer by force. But with friendly tribes, efficiency of trade is 20% higher. And they can join you peacefully. So, currently they're neutral. We're going to try to get them up to friendly and see what we can do with that. Alright, new option for building. We could build a grain field. This one's going to take 3 turns. Let's go ahead and get that started. There'll be another grain field somewhere. What does it do? Again? What did we say that does? That does +2 food, wherever it ends up. Nothing else to do this turn, I think. Oh yes, discovery. Excellent, we can do flax fields. Yay! Next options cost 60. And, yeah. They're basically hammers, grain, and authority. So let's get the flax field discovered. Something new to build. People germinated different plants and eventually discovered the flax. Unlike wheat and barley, flax is not as good, or not good as food, but people learn to create, well, you do use flax and as food, but people learn to create threads from this fiber, making cloths and sewing rough clothes. 5 turns before the trial of the Sanctuary of the Falcon. Now, trials are basically, like... mini missions that are time-based, and the sooner you get them done, the higher your likelihood of getting a good reward, or the higher the reward is. So there's like a bronze, silver, gold achievement if you succeed at them, and the earlier and better you do at it, the higher up the scale that goes. So let's look at these 2 uncovers here. Nothing there, but good fishing on the water there, and nothing down there. Wow, that was very lackluster. Let's get him working on a bit of food, and this guy can come over here and start building. We got about 4 turns left before that event happens, so let's make sure this one is finished so we can see what we're going to do next. That puts our population to 8, completing the mission. Our tribe thanks you and praises you. The settlement thrives, and the fame of your deeds spread across the region. Mission completed. Increase the tribe to 8 population, a one-time bonus of 20 food and 30 hammers. New mission is to explore the region. According to the stories of travelers in the distance, there are many interesting places. It is time to actively engage in scouting and expanding our territory. Goal: scout 48 nearby areas. Already explored 14. Bonus: scouting duration -50% during this time. Resources from scouting +30%. Award of a one-time bonus of 200 culture when finished. So this, as you can see, the missions are getting a little longer and a little bigger. Kind of holding your hand along the way. Food found 10 on that last one. No, that wasn't all loss. Production found 4. Lovely. Okay, so we got this guy 3 more turns. We now have a quick explorer going, so let's get him banging around the neighborhood and clearing some dust off the land. Come on down here. We can, or upping the population would go into overpopulation at this point. 2 more turns and we'll have improved relations with the tribe here. Let's see what we can do. Find me more great things. Ah, he found a stockpile of 16 food. Pretty barren lands there, though. We do have the new cult available. I think we're going to hold off on it, though. We don't really need anything right now. So let's... There we go. Finish there. Okay, excellent. Relations improved with the Jackal tribe. Earned by successfully improved relations with the Jackal tribe, they're now friendly to us. And explored a nothing there. Ah, our new crops are available. The Bidari culture. In 4400 BC, the people to the north, everybody seems to be the north of us, with a culture related to ours, have achieved outstanding success in Middle Egypt. They have cultivated lands and have built many villages and cemeteries. They have a layer of nobility, which indicates that they move towards the creation of a state. Good, yet slightly competitive. The small Jackal tribe is now friendly to us. They are very weak. They still provide leather, and we could turn 1 food into 3 production. Or we could unite with them. Unification costs 15 hammers every turn. I don't think we have enough. We gain 1 population when that finishes, and the tribe is joined with us. I think we're not going to do anything with them right now. We'll leave them friendly and see if they give us more gifts. So let's keep exploring here. We got this super explory bonus time going on, so let's use it. Oh yes, a new field. Maybe 2 guys, and that guy can go. Oh no, we got lots and lots of food and max population. So, building. Let's do another building. Oh, Sanctuary of the Falcon. That's right. Requires the trial of Sanctuary of the Falcon to start, which I think starts next turn. So we're going to hold off on building anything yet, because this would take 3 turns, and then that would delay the event. So I think we'll go ahead and... Should we explore? Yeah, let's explore. Let's give him this tile here. Not going to build. Not going to use the dude. Okay. Whoosh, nothing. Whoosh, nothing. Oh, great. Sanctuary of the Falcon. Leaders of the local tribes have gathered and decided to build a sanctuary for the sacred falcon. But they could not agree which settlement should erect it. Having argued, the leaders decided that the worthiest settlement would be the one which would finish the construction first. We have worshipped the falcon for a long time, and his honor must belong to us. The competition in the building of the Sanctuary of the Falcon has begun. So, this has a interesting mechanic here. Builders are waiting our orders and eager to start work. Workers in other settlements have already started the construction, and they hope to finish it in 10 turns. So we've got to beat them. We've got to do it in less than 10 turns. Starting construction of the Falcon in the build menu. Alright, let's go find this Sanctuary of the Falcon. It's going to take us 15 turns, which means we can't beat them. But put this dude on to build. Trial, the Sanctuary of the Falcon. Our workers build the sanctuary day and night, and they hope to complete it in 15 turns. Other settlements will finish in 10 turns. What resources can we send to our workers to accelerate building? Since we've stockpiled a bunch of food, let's give them some of that. So every time we give them stuff, food and production and so on, it drops the time to finish. So we could do it there, and that would give us a complete and finish before them. That's all you need to do. But remember how I said that the goal was, it says, try to complete missions and trials as quickly as possible. The sooner we complete the trials, the sooner we get bonuses. So this is the first stage. The Sacred Hill has been mount has been built. Hill Benben in the Ocean of Chaos. We completed the Sacred Hill. It is like the primordial hill Benben in the Ocean of Chaos. Apparently Ben is a thing. In Hebrew, Ben means son. So, son? I don't know. It's the Grandson Hill, where the first gods lived. This land is sacred now. One of 3 stages of building is complete. So we made our sacred hill. Let's send this guy off to do that sort of stuff. We don't want another population yet. He's exploring there. We don't want the population, but we still do have some more surplus of things. We could go and do one of these. Really don't need them yet. Discoveries. Early cosmogony. I don't know what that is. In Herconpolis, that's our city. Or our village, I guess. Our hamlet. It was believed that the world was created and governed by animal gods and led by the Falcon. Growth of authority +1 every turn. Wonderful. Now, production found 8. Good job, guys. Okay, so we could go to the sanctuary and spend even more food. Bring it down to 8. Bring it down to 5. There we go. That's spent all our resources and it's going to complete in 3 turns. The erection of the idol. We built an idol on top of the hill now. We finished the creation of the idol. Let the image of the sacred Falcon, our totem and the keeper of the settlement, look down on us from above. Sacred symbols will protect the idol from evil. Ooh, these are sacred symbols to protect it. Stage 2 of building is complete. So close, buddy. So close. You have only 3 days to go. Next turn. Stage 3, installation of the fence. Ooh, Horus the ruler. We pray to the Falcon Horus, our totem, and ask him to accelerate the building of the sanctuary. He is not just our ancestor and a born hunter, but also a wisest, all-knowing god. Wow, he's really grown. From now on, we will honor him more than ever. The cult of Horus the Hunter has changed to Horus the Ruler. One-time free honor in the cult menu. Well, okay, that sounds great. Accelerate the building of the sanctuary by honoring the Horus Ruler cult. So this one is free. Accelerate the building by 2. Now that stays, so any building we do, we can now use that to accelerate building. Blessings of Horus, a golden falcon. I didn't get golden last time. Horus is the patron of the sun and the sky and is favorable to us. He directs the tribes commanding through the lips of our leaders. The Lord of the sky brings light and kindness to the world. Accelerate construction by 2 days. Yay! Sanctuary of the Falcon. Look at that. It's a bustling town with this lovely fence to protect the people, keep the people away from their god. I'm not sure what that's for. Alright, we can look again. Ooh, it's a good look. Oh, oops, finish that. Fence is completed. We explored the hills of sandstone. We've explored the hills of sandstone. Production found 16. Climbing the high stony hill, our scouts found samples of hard stones, and looking around from the heights, they could examine in detail great neighboring lands. 1 time plus 16 hammers, an additional map of the neighboring land. So this and this was all explored because we found this one. Okay, we got a dude we can put down here. We can kind of scout out that bottom corner. Let's start working our way up here, perhaps. We could do this to get ourselves more production. We are at +7 production now and +6 food, so not terrible at the moment. We built the Sanctuary of the Falcon. Yay! Incarnations of the gods. Tutorial. Egyptian gods could have multiple images with different qualities. Depending on the incarnation, the god could be the patron of several very different things at the same time, be good or evil, and change his or her form into different creatures with different qualities. Such images are called divine incarnations. Okay, that has to do with the Falcon guy, I think. So we can do this every time that we want to spend points now and give us a +2 reduce the time of the building by 2 each time we have one of these. This is fun, fantastic. So let's go with primitive dwellings and increase our population again, or we could do a flax field. I think we'll go with the population increase because we are really cranking out the food but not being able to use it. And as an example, we can take this guy and spend 9 of our authority on Falcon of Horse. It accelerates it by 2. Then all we have to do is bring one guy over here and spend 1 turn building it. And magically we've expanded our population. Expanded dwellings. Our inhabitants have deliberately rebuilt several dwellings. From now more people can live in our settlement. Yay! We have 12. Oh, so that was a random event plus the building. So we're now at 12 instead of 11. Primitive dwellings plus 3. Okay, now we have more population, so let's go ahead and get them going. What else? We could be trading with these guys. Is the trade any different at any point? No, it's just not worth... I don't think spending food at this point to get more hammers is very valuable to us. What is this? We could go with Flaxfield, or we could go with more primitive dwellings. Let's go with some Flaxfield. It gives us plus 1 food and plus 2 production. That's a pretty swanky square, if I do say so. My shelf, we'll have to put somebody to work on it. We'll wait till next turn. This guy will finish exploring, and then we can move him over here now. He's explored and found a rather green-looking space with a bit of berries that can be harvested, it seems. Oh, and he found 21 culture. Good job, bud. Another exploration with a 2 food spot, and hello, new tribe. Crime. Small jackals declared that one of our people committed a crime against their people. Signs from our gods say that we are not guilty. But their signs are different, and they command compensation or threaten revenge. What will we do? Surrender, pay them off, or refuse? Offer rich gifts in exchange for the lives of our people. Lose 11% of our food and 11% of our production for 8 turns. Surrender and lose 17% of our authority for 8 turns and 1 population, or refuse. Relations drop to hostile. You know what? This has drawn a rift between us. We found the Bull tribe. Since those guys weren't particularly valuable for scout or for trade for us, it's not a terrible loss. All right, we got a new tribe here. Let's see what they're like. They are friendly with us. They're considered weak. They provide wood, so production for food again. We could raid them and get 44 production. As friendlies, we could ask them to unite. Merge peacefully. 15 production per turn. These guys are now hostile, and I don't like having hostile neighbors sitting right next to us. So let's see about raiding. Or taking over. 5 food every turn. Same as that. 44, or we lose and take. Let's just subdue them. We can raid later if we need to. We don't really need to trade with those guys, so I think you're going to go and keep scouting. We definitely want to fly through this exploring mission as quickly as possible. Food or hammers every turn. I think we'll pretty much always go with food, at least on this stage. Discovered the Badari culture. To store food longer, the Egyptians invented pottery. First pottery was baked directly in the fire, so it has a red color and burnt black top. Characteristics of the Badari culture. The first settled culture of the Egyptians. Growth of plus 1 food every turn. Community of farmers. Our tribe is a growing group of people of equal status, mainly farmers and cattle farmers, where the women take a special and honorable role, the mother and keeper of the hearth. Bonus, plus 10% culture every turn. Further development, we should look to classes. I don't know if that's a development or degradation. Production found 11. Lovely. We have 2 turns left on our first flax field. We can hire another another fine member of the community. Let's go ahead and get you farming, because our food is kind of stagnant otherwise. We have enough authority to go ahead and bring in one of the bonuses here. 1 turn left, so it's not worth to spend it for the building there. A little bit of exploring along the river done. Nothing really useful there. There's our flax field. Wonderful. 2 food and 3 production. It's a mega tile. That's wonderful. Alright, you're going to go up, say here, and you can go over there. We can now make a new building. Right. We can do another flax field. That one's constructed. Flax fields are pretty darn amazing. And we aren't at max population, so I think we'll do the flax field. Let's bring this guy back down here and put him to work. We could get the Falcon to help us out with that building, leaving only 1 turn left. That's excellent. And there it is, a 1-2 tile. Not as spectacular, but still worth working, I think. Star observation in Napta Playa. 4240 near us in the Sahara, the tribe of Napta Playa were the first in Africa to begin observing the sky and the stars. They built megalithic constructions that look similar to Stonehenge, but 1,000 years older. Really interesting. And began to mark the results of observations on the stones according to different seasons of the years. Astronomy. Built fields of flax area 2. So we're looking at it. We're starting to really farm up the territory. This is great. New buildings. We could do another flax field, or we could expand the population, or get another farm field. I think maybe another farm field would be in order, because we need to increase our population, our food production at 4 per turn. It's not giving us a big growth to our food or to our population anytime soon. 2 more turns till this attack begins. We'll see how that goes. That was a very uneventful turn. Okay, there's nobody actually doing the building of that new grain field, so maybe we should switch something up. Let's bring this guy over here. We got 102 stockpiled production, so he can spend some of that. New culture discoveries available. Gain component tools. Spend 60 culture to gain another hammer per turn. In ancient times, most tools were created from stone, and the Egyptians were skilled stone cutters. They knew how to split, knap, polish, and drill stone in any hardness, from flint to sandstone. They created axes, scrapers, arrowheads, and many kinds of stone tools. Awesome. Okay, subjugation of the Jackal tribe. Our men approach the borders of the Jackal tribe and are ready to begin conquest of the land. Their warriors are known as weak. Probability of success 100%. In case of success, we conquer the tribe. Conquered. We successfully conquered. It's a very simple interface at the beginning. We successfully conquered this tribe, and their land is ours. The Falcon himself gifted us this victory. The Jackal tribe is conquered. Our losses -1 population. Pardon me. Scouts discovered a bit of river up there, and what is that going on? Water outbreaking. Let's go ahead and explore that. Jackal tribe is no more. One-time change of -10% to the threat. Excellent. So the threat of attack, probability of attack has dropped dramatically, and they were sitting on a 3 production tile square. That's pretty good. Alright, let's spin it again. We have enough authority to do another building bonus, but again, we're at 1 there already. Alright, new dude in the crew. What do we want? More food, or we want to keep exploring? Let's keep exploring up the left here. The west side of things. 66 people now. We're at turn 43. Ah, there's our new crops, and it's a 3 for food. That's a pretty good tile. I think you should use that tile, sir. We can expand our population cap. We could add another flax field. We can't get this one. We need scout west of the city. Oh, okay, so we haven't scouted the spot where that will be, I guess. Primitive dwellings, we could increase. Let's go with the flax field for now. And I think we will go ahead and get Horace to do most of the work for us. And then maybe grab this fisherman and tell him to go finish that building. A little exploring there, a little exploring there. And there's our new flax field. Gifts, the friendly Bull tribe sent us 31 food. Thank you, friends. What is this? We explored the Nile shore, found 32 food. Scouts come to the shore of a great river Nile. It flows from the south to the north, and its width is such that the opposite shore is almost not visible. On the shore we found a little food. 1 time plus 32 food. Additional map in the neighboring lands. So, waters actually. Found 11 production and built our third flax tile there. So we got a dude we can put down to work on the flax tile. We also have a good tile here, which is probably a great option to work. Not much food on the Nile there for fishing. So let's have this guy start exploring, bring in another, and putting us up to our cap of 12. We're nearly done the exploring. We can see kind of the end of the tunnel there. Okay, so these are all constructed. We can now do just this one, primitive dwellings. Yeah, let's grab another person and put them to work there. Oh, we're overpopulation doing that. Well, 3 turns of overpopulation, I guess it's going to have to be. Alright, turn 45. Remember, 220 is end game, so that's our goal to get to the end. We got to keep pushing the speed here. It's very, to me, it's not a fast-paced game, but it always feels like you're on the go-go, you know? I'm going to grab that extra population, get him exploring. We're really I really feel the must go quick to keep expanding. We are 1 turn away from expanding our max population, so that's good. Found 16 more food. We can grab another population. Nowhere to explore, so I think we'll put him farming up there. Actually, are you able to... What's the trade thing again? We could unite that tribe. Let's do that. Let's unite the tribe. Let's bring them on board. No, you know what? Change it. No, we'll do that. It's already there. We'll leave them there. Oh, the rains have come back to the savannah. What is this? 5 free explored spots. The greening of the Sahara. Abundant rains water the savannah. This thing again. Blossom. Gathering, hunting, farming, and breeding for 4 turns gives us more food. That's fantastic. Making 14 a turn. Highland. Culture found 54. Scouts came to a big highland in the middle of the floodplains. This land area is never flooded with water and is suitable for colonization. But it seems that somebody already lives there. 1-time bonus of 54 culture, additional map tiles explored. And this is a new tribe. Primitive dwellings area 3. So that's this one here. These are now quite productive spots. Let's look at these guys. See what they're like. The Lion tribe. Primitive people engaged generally in hunting. They're friendly, their warriors are ordinary, and they provide meat. So we could do 1 tile or 1 production for 3 food. Not a bad idea. Or we could unite them. I don't think we've got the hammers to do that. So we'll spend one of our hammers to get us some more food. Doing some trade there with them. And get this guy exploring up here. Actually, we might do a build with him. Yes, let's do a build with him instead. No, he can work there. We'll grab it next. No, whatever. Same. Discoveries. New discoveries available. We can go with pastures for a new type of tile, or rectangular houses, which is also a new type of tile. Or we can do a bonus to boats, which is gives us 10 food and +1 to fishing. We're not doing a lot of fishing, so I feel like maybe let's do the rectangle houses. See what that does for us. Discovered rectangle houses in search of greater comfort. the Egyptians began to build rectangle houses. Ooh, square corners. They were... But everything before was just round houses, I guess. They were sturdier and more spacious, and it was possible to cook inside. Oh, pardon me. And even have furnishings. Better put in a cut here, but such houses may now be built. Well, we haven't built them yet. Seems like we've got all these little round straw huts still. So we got the greening of the savannah going on, lots of rain. Mission to finish exploring the region. I don't know how we're doing total, but we're at turn 47, so we'll see if that's being quick enough to get ourselves to the end game. More to come, some big changes up ahead, but so stay tuned. I'm going to put in a cut here, and we'll be back again for the next episode and finish this exploring and see what is next for the great people of pre-dynastic Egypt. So check out the game. It is available on Steam. It's only like $8 Canadian, so whatever that is for you. Yeah. Anyways, I do appreciate it if you give us a thumbs up if you like the game and following the story with me. Let me know if there's anything I should be doing different or any comments you have about the game. If you notice anything in here that's like pop culture sort of history and you're like, oh, this is different, I'd love to hear any new information on it that you may have. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in game.